Okay, guys. So, I've been trying to record this video, and it's now probably like my 30th take because I can't quite say exactly what I want to say without sounding like rude or mean. But at the end of the day, I think that's the issue why I can't film this video. It's because I am trying to sugarcoat things. And the reality is that when I work with people and I hear people say, I can't find the time to work out, that's an excuse. That's just a cop out. Um, And if you want to hide behind that excuse that you can't find the time to work out, well, then it just goes to show that you're not serious, period. People make time for things that are important to them. You see what I said? People make time. They don't find the time to do things that are important to them. They make that time. And if you can't make the time to work out, then it's not a priority and you don't really care. And that's just the reality of it. Because if you're not willing to sacrifice certain things that you may enjoy to do, like watching TV or going out with friends or, sleeping an extra 30 minutes a day or whatever it is that you are doing instead of working out, well, then that's the choice that you're making, and you're making a choice that's not a smart one, to be honest. You're not making a choice that's serving you. It's not easy to make time for working out because sometimes you just don't feel like working out. I'm guilty of it. Some days I don't like working out, and as much as I want to be like, okay, screw it, I'm not going to do it, I go back to why I started working out in the first place. I go back to what I want to accomplish and achieve. I go back to the fact that there was once a time in my life where I was miserable. I was unhealthy. I was unhappy. I was unfulfilled. I hated my body. I hated looking at myself in the mirror. I literally used to get dressed in the dark because I hated to look at myself. And that's where I was. It was a dark, gross, horrible place. I was a hot mess. And I had to make sacrifices to get from being that person to who I am today. And so whenever I make this decision, like, I don't want to work out today, I go back to that girl. I go back to that miserable, hot mess of a person I used to be. And I think, that was a girl who didn't care about herself. That was a girl who didn't care if she lived or died. That was a girl who was so desperate and so hurting and so stuck in her own insecurities and failures and mistakes and emotions that she refused to put herself as an important priority in her life. So she didn't make the time for it. But now at 30 years old, understanding that I'm the healthiest I've been, the happiest I've been, and the most fulfilled I've ever been in my life, I can't afford to go back there. So I have to make the time every single day to work out because it's a big part of taking care of myself. I don't I have these huge goals that I want to achieve, and I know for a fact that I can't achieve them if I'm unhealthy, if I'm if I'm incapable of doing it, if I'm unfit and sick and diseased and uncomfortable in my skin. I can't do these things. So I have to really go back to that whole part of, do I put myself as a priority or not? If I do, I'm going to do things that are going to make sure that I treat myself with love and care and respect and honor. And if I don't, then I'll do the opposite. I'll go back to eating tons of junk food that's not good for me. I'll go back to not working out and not getting the activity that I need. I'll go back to staying up late and partying all the time and drinking a whole bunch of alcohol and just like going back to that life. That life sucked. So I'm fighting every day to make sure that I don't go back there. That's what it means to put yourself as a priority and make the commitment to yourself. We make commitments to everybody. We will overcommit ourselves to our kids' PTA and our church and our jobs and to our neighbors, to even perfect strangers on the street. I'm not saying that it's not a good thing to be compassionate and to be helpful to people, but at the same time, you have to make sure that you're making time for yourself to restore, replenish, and renew yourself so you can continue to give and to do more and to be more and to give more of yourself. A broken pot cannot hold water to serve other people. Working out is like your version of like fixing the cracks and keeping the maintenance of your body and keeping it going so that you're strong and you have energy and you're capable. And when you fill your body with healthy food, you're just fueling your body for more energy to do more and to be more. And I see so many people that have so much potential, including you, that it's frustrating for me because I know that you have more in you and that you want more, but you're not making the right choices and the right commitment to yourself to make yourself a priority. Make the time for you. Every person has 30 minutes. I've worked with people all over from different age groups, married with kids, married with like 5 kids, to running 2 businesses, to working 80 hours a week. I've heard every single excuse that people can use for not working out, and I've helped them to do it. But it all starts with making yourself a priority and making the time. So hopefully this didn't come off like really rude or mean, but I just felt like I had to say it. And if you need help figuring out how to work through your schedule, I can help you with that. That's what I do that with all the time. I did it with myself and it worked. It's easy when you have a schedule and you have a set time that you're going to do your workouts and you understand that it's an important meeting with yourself. But do not hide behind the excuse that you don't have enough time, because that may mean cutting out 30 minutes of watching your favorite TV show, or it may mean waking up 30 minutes earlier. It may mean using your lunch break to work out. It may mean making a sacrifice. But you have to ask yourself this question: are you worth the sacrifice to be the best version of yourself? Is it worth you to make those sacrifices so you can be healthier, happier, stronger, more confident in your body, more secure in your relationships, more competent at your job, to have a better relationship with yourself, so you can have a better relationship with others, to look in the mirror and love who you see back at you, to fit in that bikini, to feel comfortable in your wedding dress on your wedding day, to be able to run around with your kids or your grandkids and not be tired or fatigued, to just be happy and to know that your body is supporting you and that you can reach your goals. If that's what you want, then you have to make the sacrifice to find that 30 minutes to get your workout in. So hopefully you didn't take this too hard and hopefully it made sense to you. But I really want to share it with you because something that's really important to me is that I want people to be healthy, happy, and fulfilled. And a big part of that's going to be making yourself a priority so that way you can do more, give more, and be more to yourself, to your family, to your community, to those around you. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you still love me. And go out there and let me know what workouts you're doing these days. All right, talk to you later. Bye.